Here's what you need to know about what is a network baseline. This is an exam topic in Domain 3, Network Operations. By the end of this video, you'll understand the core concepts and exactly what to expect on the CompTIA Network Plus exam. Let's get into it. A network baseline is a snapshot of normal network performance captured over time. It records typical values for metrics like bandwidth utilization, latency, CPU load, and error rates during regular operation. When something goes wrong, the baseline is what you compare against to identify what changed. Key concept: what a baseline measures. A baseline captures normal values for bandwidth usage, latency, packet loss, device CPU and memory, and interface error rates. These numbers define what normal looks like on your specific network. Key concept: collecting baseline data. Baselines are collected over days or weeks during typical business hours. A single day is not enough. You need to capture daily patterns, weekly peaks, and off-peak periods. Key concept: detecting anomalies. Once a baseline exists, deviations trigger alerts. If bandwidth normally runs at 40% and suddenly spikes to 90%, that is an anomaly worth investigating. Without a baseline, you would not know. Key concept: capacity planning use. Baselines reveal growth trends. If your network utilization increases 5% per month, you can predict when you will need additional bandwidth or hardware before a problem occurs. Let's look at the full breakdown. Bandwidth utilization. Typical 30-60% of link capacity. Alert threshold 80%. Baseline period 2+ weeks. Latency LAN typical 1 ms, WAN typical 10-50 ms. Alert threshold 2x baseline. Packet loss acceptable 0.1%. Problematic 1%. Alert threshold any sustained loss. CPU, memory, normal 70% sustained. Alert threshold 90% sustained. Collect per device baselines. Here's a real-world example. A university network admin runs monitoring for 2 weeks before the semester starts to establish a baseline. When students return, bandwidth jumps 60%. Expected. But one subnet jumps 300%. The baseline comparison flags it immediately. Investigation reveals a student running a public BitTorrent server on the campus network. Quick recap before you go. 1. A network baseline documents normal performance values across key metrics. 2. Metrics include bandwidth, latency, packet loss, CPU memory, and error rates. 3. Baselines must be collected over multiple days or weeks to capture real patterns. 4. Deviations from baseline trigger alerts and guide troubleshooting. 5. Baselines also support capacity planning by revealing utilization trends. That's what is a network baseline? Covered. Exam tip: a baseline is always collected before a problem occurs. On the exam, if a question asks how to detect abnormal network behavior, the answer involves comparing current metrics to a previously established baseline. Next up, what is bandwidth monitoring? If this helped, hit subscribe. New topics drop every week.